Hello, it's Thursday, TGIT, as the NFL Network would call this. In the game tonight, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Atlanta Falcons. I'll go over the selection for this. They haven't been too good recently, but still above 500. As well as more on the Tim Tebow situation. So let's get started with tonight. And the spread of the game is Atlanta by 12.5 as home favorites over the Jaguars of Jacksonville. The over-under is 42.5. The last 2 weeks I have played the under, and both were on losing occasions. Yeah, it's basically playing the trend, and the key thing is to adjust to the message of the market. And I use market because it's the same thing as like stock markets. You got a bias one way or another, then you're seeing something happen, you're like, okay, maybe it's time to change. And this is a perfect example of such. The reason why to play all those unders were because before then only one game had went over throughout the whole season. Now it's 3 with the last 2 going over. Blaine Gabbert having a very difficult time throwing the ball. But it was nice to see Mercedes Lewis have 2 key catches. That's all he had, but still had the team in receiving yards last week. And Maurice Jones-Drew had about 5 or 6 catches and 2 receiving touchdowns as well. But by far their best player on the team. I got him tonight in fantasy, so hopefully he can help me in this semi-final matchup. But let's now go through this thing. Gabbert, who is a first-round draft pick and struggling this year to say the least, but has put together 2 consecutive really good games. They are coming off a win. Generally speaking, I fade a bad team after they win outright. This will not be the case. Atlanta, average. It's an average team. Yeah, Michael Turner's probable and will most likely play. Big deal. That's a positive for Atlanta. Michael Turner's a good running back. But to me, the spread of the 12.5 points, it's a little bit excessive as far as I'm concerned. A game that has a good chance to me as far as going down the wire as the Jaguars try to finish the season off, showing that they can compete in this league. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, I didn't say this in the intro, is the suspension to James Harrison. James Harrison was suspended for 1 game, and I don't understand this at all. There should be no suspension whatsoever. If you want to give anybody a suspension, give it to Mike Holmgren, who allowed this guy to come back and play. They say. There was no signs of it. Although I'm here watching the TV, watching the guy like he's dazed and confused, like maybe he's had a little too many, if you will, which is the exact same signs of the concussion. So simply by looking at him, this was televised. There are thousands and thousands of people watching this. Or on the team, there are several people watching it. People up in the press box are watching the screen, the television sets, seeing Colt McCoy. Okay, maybe, just maybe, we should take him out. But with the James Harrison situation, he got 15 yards. That's the penalty for that. That's all. That wasn't anything big. 15 yards, helmet on helmet, that's a personal foul. Yes, 15 yards. I don't agree with the extra game. I know he's got the track record, but I'm throwing that aside and looking at what the hit looked like. It was a helmet on helmet, nothing too flagrant in my opinion, but that's, again, my opinion. Secondly, the Denver Broncos. I've been stating that this is defying logic and defying gravity, all that type of stuff, and I really can't be complacent anymore because it doesn't defy logic. It's magic, and magic is merely a term of stating something that is not understandable. So I don't understand this whole law of attraction deal, but I can tell you right now that I'm more confident in the type of stuff it can do right now. I can't understand that part, but I would like to. I just got a long ways to go. I'm going to link an article down below stating how they say Tim Tebow's a joke. They put up good yards on how many points he gets per possession, which is quite low. Kurt Warner stated that Tim Tebow is the fifth best quarterback right now in the NFL. Now, Let's look at the yards per production. There's 32 teams in the league. How many teams do you think have better tight ends, the position of tight end, than Denver? So there's 31 other teams. And I'm guessing about 31 other teams have better tight ends than Denver, meaning they have the worst tight ends in the league. And that doesn't go too well with a quarterback like Tim Tebow. Now the running game, Willis McGahee, yeah, he's a veteran and doing well, I'll give you that. But, another keyword but. Hey, John Fox, what call are we going to run? Halfback gut. Okay, next running play. Halfback gut. Next running play. Halfback gut. They're only running one play, and that's McGahee right down the middle between the center and the guard. That's it. You don't see him running any sweeps, any counters, any traditional off tackle between the guard and tackle. No, you're not seeing that. Now, the only other type of option, or the other type of running play, is the triple threat option. That's the Tebow, really the QB option, where he can either throw it himself, run it himself, or pitch it back to a back. And that's a good play, but it's not much of a selection, so that shouldn't be doing so well. But my theory is, my logic is, you give them a good tight end or two, you be more creative with quality running backs, then it would even be pretty powerful in my opinion. So thank you for watching. I'll be back here probably on Friday. I don't want to do a Sunday morning video anymore because it's just too close to game time. So I guess I'll have no choice but to state on, I guess, Saturday what the wait will be. We're waiting on this game between this weather. It looks like the weather's going to be this, or there's an injury to this person. That's the big reason why I want to do it Sunday mornings. But I did it last Sunday morning. I still didn't get all the injuries and all that stuff that I wanted. So I'll try to get one out for Saturday. There is a game. Is it Friday night or Saturday night? Saturday night. Yeah, Dallas plays on Saturday night. So thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.